Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Andrew Chwalik bringing you the Firelands United action in our first ever match. We will be going up against ASC Elite, and John Slay gets us underway. You will see us decked out in the orange and black kits, going from right to left on your screen. You'll see AC Elite in the white and black kits, going from left to right on your screen. As mentioned, this is our first match as a club. We are away today at AC Elite in the lovely town of Findlay, Ohio, here in northwestern Ohio. And starting off strong, it looks like John Slay trying to cut back across, still has possession, feeds it through, looking for Hogger, intercepted. Going back the other way with AC Elite. This division of soccer falls under the Northern Ohio Soccer League. It's a brand new division. 4 teams, Firelands United being one of those. Actually, the first team officially registered in this division. We're proud to be that first team. Along with AC Elite, FC Perrysburg, and Valentis. Should have a good match ahead of us today. Sun is out. Nice spring day. Quite breezy, though. And there is Grant Miller, our captain. Strong challenge to maintain possession for Firelands. Atito will swing it down the right side. A good switch. That is Alejandro over to Coopshaw. Up to Alejandro. You'll notice Alejandro to Alejandro. 2 twins on the pitch. Not only brothers. Good spin down that far side. Swings a lovely ball into the box. And we did win the header. That may have been Connor Hogger. I think it was. Getting on the end of that ball. Good cross. And Hogger able to get there before the keeper. But I think the challenge from the keeper set him off just enough. So that will be out for a goal kick. Elite choosing to build from the back. Good pressure in the midfield by Alejandro. Now it's stepped through. Slay has it. Tries to flick it through for Alejandro. Intercepted by the member of Elite's back line. And intercepted in the midfield of the park. It's Kelly. Tito goes to Hogger. Hogger has a strike. Good last-ditch defending to make the block. That will be the first corner of the match. Wouldn't mind Tito having a strike from there. He can smack the leather off of a soccer ball. Certainly has the power shot in his bag. We'll have to see how we start with our first corner. Looks like that is Chris Heidel getting ready to take. Sends a good ball into the box. Won by Tito, I believe. That will go out, though, just for another goal kick. As this is being the first match in Firelands United history, we have a lot of players that are in college, so just coming off of college season, getting out, finally on summer break. So that means we've kind of had maybe about a half of a practice. So we've had one practice with a decent chunk of players, some of the more local guys, because a lot of players were still finishing finals, weren't able to get back to the area. And then we had our first practice just Thursday, so like 2 days ago. Trying to get the guys on the same page, building some chemistry. We're getting there, so this is all part of the process. Now Elite trying to build a chance of their own. Going down that left sideline, sends a ball into the box. Cleared away, I believe that was Morales. Morales and Miller, the center back pairing for today's match. Miller, our captain, is doing a half Ironman coming up here next weekend. My goodness, what an athlete. That's one way to stay in shape. As Elite takes their first corner of the match, headed down. Looks like an elite player did get to the end of it. Colin Byer is there, our goalkeeper, the man between the sticks. Easy save in the end now, trying to release one of our forwards. And quite a strong kick downfield. The wind isn't necessarily helping either team per se. It's kind of coming diagonally across the pitch. But it certainly is a windy day here in Findlay, Ohio. You may see the scoreboard not in use, but above it, Findlay Oilers. This is Oilers practice field. Number of different University of Findlay players scattered throughout NOSL. We actually have one on our roster, Jonah Main. You'll be seeing him a bit later, holding down the fort in the midfield. He does play his college soccer for Findlay. A number of Findlay players also on the Valentis roster, and Elite trying to play down that sideline just below us, but too much spice on that ball will roll out for Firelands goal kick. You see Coach George down on the sideline. If you get a chance to chat with him, you'll notice his British accent. Joining us from across the pond. Stoked to have him helping managing the guys down on the sideline, along with Coach Zoe. Two great coaches that are awesome to work with. Elite will work it all the way back to their keeper. A number of different colleges represented in our starting lineup today. Captain Grant Miller played his college soccer at University of Tiffin. And a ball sent in, speaking of the devil, Grant Miller intercepts that. It goes to a Tito. Now Alejandro looking for a quick outlet. Does find one. Slay does have some fancy footwork he can pull out. Making his way down the side. Tries a little spin. Decent defensive work. Now shielding the ball out. It should be a Firelands throw. Oh, but no, it looks like the ref says it goes off of John. So that will be an Elite throw. But of the different colleges, we have some Heidelberg grads. Like I mentioned, Tiffin University. Lords, actually is where John plays his college soccer. I've also heard he is a basketball player for Lords as well. Multi-sport athlete as Alejandro gets an interception. Brings the ball, has a strike right across goal. Looks like that was more of a cross. It does stay inbounds. Great, dangerous ball. Just begging to be smacked home. And now a ball into the box, but just too close to the keeper. Another good attack for Firelands. Hopefully we'll have more of those as the seconds tick on. Our score is still 0-0. About 7-8 minutes so into this first half. We do have some Terra State players in the mix of our starting lineup. Our goalkeeper, a young lad just finishing up his high school career at Oak Harbor. I have had a chance to see him in practice and watch some of his footage. This OEC Elite tries to thread a ball through. That is intercepted, but kind of still bouncing around. It falls to Elite. Still ping-ponging around. Tito will clean it up. Coop Shaw will maintain possession. Miller, a little fancy footwork to get the ball back to Tito. Back to Miller. It'll be a goal kick as it looks like it was deflected off of an Elite player. But Colin, like I was saying, was able to chat with him, see him in practice, watch some of his game footage. Great form. The way that he's able to get across his goal, comes off his line quickly. Excited to see where he goes with his Firelands career and beyond. A lot of good soccer still to be had today. Some soccer happening across the NOSL League as well. Make sure you're tuning into their social media. You want to see all the scores, all the updated matches. We'll be checking that out after this game as well to see where we stand. And a good quick hit from Elite. Laid off nicely. Strong save from Colin, getting across to his near post. Sends that out now for an elite throw. Ball into the box. Tito sends it back. Elite starting to build a little possession. Working the ball around that far side. Getting a few chances at goal already. I believe that's number 16. Nice sliding challenge from Coopshaw. Applaud the bravery. And not only going in for the challenge, but sliding on turf. Depending on the turf, can be a very painful and not so fun experience. Big throw. It's sent away by Morales. It is fun to see. Ooh, nice move by Chris Heidel. Has space in front of him. Maybe a ball threaded through. A little outside of the boot. Was trying to find Slay on the run. It was a good effort. And whenever Heidel gets the ball in the middle of the pitch, it is exciting. We call him Mini Modric. Can thread passes in quite nicely. Great on the ball. Good defensive work rate as well. Great judgment when it comes to passing and positioning. And Slay takes a temple, draws the foul. Right at about the halfway mark. Tito takes a short through Alejandro. That is Kevin Alejandro. We have Kenny Alejandro as well. Kevin sends it in, too close to the keeper. Just a little bit of range finding happening between both teams so far. Trying a couple through balls, testing the speed of the back line. Testing the keeper to see if he'll come out for those crosses. One of the challenges with our NOSL season being in summer is to see what guys are coming out of their spring seasons if they are playing college. We also have a good chunk of players that are post-college as well. Seeing who has the fitness to be able to play 80, 90 minutes, what the substitution strategy will look like. Substitution being made. We have Cohen Steinmetz making his way onto the pitch. He will take off Zane Gabrielson. Zaid playing his college soccer at Tiffin. Cohen playing his college soccer at Terra State. That is the cool part about Firelands and kind of the minor league scene happening here in Ohio. Get a lot of good players as it's Heidel again driving at that defense. Now lays it off. I believe that is Alejandro. Oh, and gets knocked down. Oh, it looks like a foul. Thankfully, it was called. But the good part about the soccer scene in Ohio is there's now the availability of teams where you can play while you're in college to get better for college. But then after college, it can be tough because there's not really a bridge to the semi-pro level. But that's what we're hoping to do with Firelands. Create that avenue for those higher level players coming out of college that want to just continue to play at a competitive level. And Tito has a swing. Looks like he was packing the pitching wedge as he chips that through the uprights. You could hear Coach George yelling 3 points for Wigan. But that is our goal, trying to create that pathway for players to, of course, get better in college while they're there, give them a high-level summer experience, but then also those players coming out of college to be that bridge, to keep working, training them so that they can end up getting to a higher level if that's the desire. Quick throw. It looks like that may have been an illegal throw. Not sure. That happened very quick. Nice challenge from Alejandro right below us. Now trying to send Slay through. He has the pace. Uses his body well, but unfortunately ball just gets away from him. That'll be an elite throw. And the Alejandro brothers have had Northern Ohio Soccer League experience, playing previously for Mansfield Liederkrans. Shout out to that club. I do know their director, Rob, quite well. Quite a good lad. And I appreciate what they're building over there in Mansfield. That's the goal, to build something similar. Alejandro almost able to keep it in. Took a little bit of a bounce. Still really looking for a chance for either side. No clear-cut opportunities as of yet. Our score is still zeros as we're about 15 minutes in to this first half. Oh, and taken down just outside of the box in dangerous shooting area. Looks like that was Connor Hager. Plays his college soccer for Terra State. Now, are we talking shooting range here? We do have a couple left footers that can take a strike. Looks like it is Morales who is getting ready to take. And does have a strike. Hits the keeper. Has to make a save. Ball still in the 18. There is Slay. Slay gets on the bottom of it. Brings it down. And scores the first goal in Firelands United history. Put it in the history books. Mr. Slay with the composure. Off of the shot from Yoni Morales. Able to ride the challenge, settle the ball, and put the ball in the back of the net. Goal number 1. Setting Firelands United up with the lead 1-0. And hopefully many more of those to come for Slay and for Firelands in today's match and beyond. John Slay, again, playing his college soccer over at Lord's. Up in our Northern Ohio corridor. And Morales, who provided the somewhat assist. Technically not an assist by FIFA's rules, but did send it into the box, force the keeper to make the save. Morales trying to thread it through to a Tito. Elite regained possession. Far sideline. Elite seem to like it over on that far side, trying to build attack after attack over there. And a nice cycle. You kind of see that attacking mid/striker. Swap positions, drop in, try to receive, and there's number 33 trying to receive as well. Kind of playing in the back line, almost as a wing back, but has been switching between center back and kind of right back. Tito, good touch. Goes to Alejandro, and now number 33 does get it, and the ball pops up in the air. Tito using his strong body. Good turn. Now trying to release Heidel. That was Chris trying to get away, but now Elite come back at us. Trying to get creative on that far side. A little bit of fancy footwork now. Sends it off. Space for perhaps a shot. Does have one. It's a good block by Alejandro of the Kevin variety. Waiting for the ball to be thrown in. Elite could have started. Wow. Nice turn. I don't know if he meant it, but it was pretty cool. That was 26. And to get over for a switch. And ball sent in behind, and there is our keeper. Calling off his line easily. And tried to, you kind of see what he was doing there. Trying to side volley, but got a little bit too far underneath of it. He does have that in his bag. 33 finds himself with a throw for Elite. asking some players to make some runs, and wide open in the middle. You don't have to see that from a defensive standpoint. Tito to Captain. Sends it in, and Cohen, good touch. Had to be smart with that first touch. Finds Morales, and now we're looking through. Was Alejandro trying to get through, but Elite break it up. At least we'll get a throw out of it. Nice throw from Alejandro. And then Slay still fighting for it. O'Connor just gets intercepted as he was trying to find Chris Heidel over the about the 40-yard line. And now Elite trying a break of their own. Not a whole lot of assistance up there for the winger. Good composure. Good hold-up play. Now sent into the box. Tito is there. Still quite a gap in Tito. Good tackle. And now space available for Tito. Hold up. Go to Heidel. Back to Tito. And turn. Yes. Let's drive. I like to see it. Alejandro. Looking for options. Goes to Slay. Oh, and a nice little turn from Slay. Sends the ball in. Oh, and he did have Hogger on that far post, but good pressure from the Elite defender. Ends up forcing the cross out of bounds. Kylan Coopshaw makes his way off to the pitch. Brian Gerber, number 14, will hold down the fort at left back. Elite building from the back. And we do have space between our midfield and back line. I'd love to see our back line stepping up a little bit more, trying to condense that space, having our midfielders kind of tuck in a little bit. I know fitness will be a problem in the first match of the season. A lot of our guys have not been training for a half Ironman, as we do have another substitution happening. We have Luis Alvarado. He is number 3. Be the center of the park today after that substitution. And the free kick will get us underway, sending it into the midfield. There's Lewis's first touch. Nice composure, good swiveling turn. Tried to play forward, no option, so play back and restart. Ooh, just an unfortunate touch. Just getting Brian Gerber into the game. Get him some possession. Ball thrown in, fall to Tito. Thought about playing the ball through. Nice little cut back. Poked free. Another Firelands throw right below us. I have been practicing my names for the Alejandro twins. And Tito space. Driving forward. Oh, played it almost through. You saw kind of the crisscross run. Hogger making that diagonal run kind of behind John with his defender. He would have been onside. Maybe just played a little bit further away from him, but good run. Right idea. Now Elite trying to do something of their own. The referee getting a little bit in the mix. Elite still with possession. Still, yet again, working that far sideline. Sent into the box. Headed up by Morales. Grant is there. Mr. Captain heads it away, but it'll still come back at us. But Morales now sends it up. And away for now. But it'll come back at us again down that far sideline. Still with Elite, and Elite has a shot. And oh my, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Did ask the question for Colin. Was stretching. Looks like he would have had that covered if it would have been on net. Perhaps some instructions being shared between coach and captain. Colin will switch the goal kick to the other side as some swaps are made. Looks like the right back and left back have switched. And Collins sends it long. Here is Cohen. Steinmetz likes to just let that ball roll out of play for a Firelands throw. I do have the stream up and running. While I'm streaming, I'm up on this interesting, sketchy scaffolding platform thing. Don't have a press box per se. I guess this is kind of what we're using. Makes life fun and interesting, living a little bit on the edge on a windy day like this. Throw-in gets us underway. Number 33. Still at the center of it all and does end up fouling Alejandro. Appears to be okay. Looks like he just caught a wayward arm. I believe that is Kenny. And he's saying that, yeah, the player did have his arms up. And a Tito to Alejandro, just not on the same wavelength on that moment. Good stuff from Cohen, but number 33 now driving this near sideline, cutting through, and Cohen able to intercept. Plays it back to Grant. Grant will send it up and away. Score is still 1-0. Firelands United lead off of the strike. Oh, a lovely back heel from Alejandro to Heidel. But the strike from John Slay is the difference maker at the moment. I don't know about you, but I feel as though we've had a lot of throw-ins already this match. I wonder what the average amount of throw-ins are per game. Maybe a statistic I should look up. Another throw-in right on cue for Firelands. I do love all the stats that are tracked now for players. You can track pretty much anything you want. I'd love to get to a point where we have some stat tracking software or ability to be able to say how much XP we have per game, or XG, especially XG, your expected goals, based on where you shoot, the difficulty of the shot, how expected the goal is to be in. A little bit of ping pong. Elite trying to slow the ball down. Elite threading it through. A nice touch and a challenge from our captain is a foul. Looks like the referee wants to have a word. Hopefully not a yellow card. Didn't look like a reckless challenge. Just ended up going through the player. Gives a little hug from the referee and checks in with number 4, making sure he is all right. And Grant is just an animal. But such a nice gentleman. And Jonah Main subs on to the pitch. Playing his college soccer right here at the University of Findlay. This is their practice field, which is just crazy because it's quite a nice practice field. Ball into the box, actually played short. It does find its way through to an elite player, but now Firelands have the ball. Can they play out? Luis sends it up. Slay holds up and turns. Trying to send it through. Oh, almost a great idea. Just unable to get, I think that is Simon, who has subbed on to the pitch now. Simon Joseph, former Heidelberg player. I mean, when your practice facility looks like this, my goodness. If you have a practice, and a ball goes wide, will be a goal kick. But if you have a practice turf field, that's a good day. But I do think the University of Findlay actually plays their full matches, like actual games, on a grass field, which honestly, if you have a good maintained grass pitch, which is what I played on in college, that is the dream. But it has to be well maintained. Grass pitches can be difficult to maneuver, difficult to manage. There's Jonah Main applying some pressure. Elite able to ride that pressure and still rolling now down that far sideline yet again. Great ball through. Just can't seem to find a way through, Elite. After working their way down the sideline, kudos to our defensive line. And now space for a potential shot. Has a strike and right at Colin. Good save in the right position. Strong hands. Able to make the catch. Surveying options. Thought about going short, but we'll send it long. We're at about the 30-minute mark. Score is still 1-0. Firelands United lead in our first ever match. John Slay, the goal scorer. Firelands now also working down that sideline. Trying to find a way through. Perhaps to get another opportunity, another glimpse at goal. Substitution for Elite number 10. Now, this is not just any number 10. This is Messi. His first name is Messi. I have their team sheet. And on it, it says Messi. Whether or not that is his true first name, if it's the actual legal name or not, but they do have Messi on their roster. Maybe they're related. Firelands swinging it through the back line. A little bit of space in the midfield. That is Luis Alvarado. Steinmetz to Grant. Oh, nice little flick from Maine. Some great passing we're seeing from Firelands. And oh, just a big touch. We'll take it out of play. From a coaching standpoint in general, that is what you like to see. Quick passing, quick movement. Our goal scorer will be subbed out, take a break. Reg makes his way on for his first appearance for Firelands United. Reggie Johnson playing his college soccer for Hiram. We do have a couple of Hiram boys on our roster. Love that some of the local lads are joining us. Still haven't seen too many big chances since our goal, but now maybe there is one for Elite. Pokes it through. He is on goal, but it does roll a little bit wide for him. And elects to just send it back into the middle far post. He is there. Touchdown. And just a strike. Miss hit by the Elite player. He was inside the box. It kind of bounced up for him at the last second. And Colin able to make the save. Actually, I think that ended up being a goal kick. It looks like the cross may have been out of play, like curled across the line. So that's why the goal kick was awarded. Touched across. Luis. Driving at the back line, now sends it out. Jonah Main. Oh, and just called offside. Tough to see from this angle. That one had to be fairly tight. Love seeing that from any type of midfielder, any type of attacker really driving at the back line, making a defender make a decision to either step to the ball or try to cut off a passing lane, intercept it nicely. Alejandro to Alvarado. Alvarado sending it above, looking for Joseph. Dangerous play. I'm here for that. Send it over the top. Make sure that your player's making a diagonal run. Test the speed of those center backs. Give me that action all day. And a foul is called on Reggie. He does have blazing speed. That's what I'm talking about when You get some space. You're running at the midfield. You have time to look up, maybe pick out a pass, play one of your wingers through on that diagonal run, give him an opportunity to chase it down, and Elite will clear. Steinmetz will see it out. About 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Score is still 1-0. Firelands United lead off the strike from John Slay. The first goal in Firelands United history. And we get on the scoreboard first. Still a clean sheet intact. I believe the wind playing a factor in some of the balls that are played through, some of the possession, and Steinmetz hustling back now, trying to prevent number 17 from getting around him and just shoulders him off the ball. That's great stuff from Steinmetz. That's the way to use your body. And a nice ball to Grant, but Grant deflects it off of a defender. Elite have possession, looking for a way through. And I think he did think about a strike, goes and has the strike anyway, but he's, 25 yards out, 30 yards out. That is quite the shot that needs to happen to go in, especially when you got the wind whipping it around. I am never mad about testing the keeper, though, especially as a game like this, you're still trying to figure the other team out. Little ball roll, still 33. Sends it up, but touched out for yet another throw-in. I wonder what the world record is for throw-ins in a game. It's got to be something ridiculous. Headed out for another throw. Now a clearance attempted. Reggie is dropped into the midfield. See him use those boosters. He does just zoom right past two players, almost a third. Ball just gets a little bit too far out in front of him. But he just needs to tap the ball and chase it down, leaving defenders in the dust. That will be a useful skill to have as the season wears on. I would also love to know who has the fastest player in the league in terms of speed. Steinmetz gets the ball under control. And it falls to an AC Elite player, number 4, who also gets the ball intercepted. Morales. I would back Reg for sure to be one of the fastest players, if not the fastest player in the league. Is there anybody faster than him? Not that I know of. We will find out. We got a few other teams in the league that we'll be going up against here in the next coming weeks, just to get a taste of what they're about. All these new teams joining the league, so none of us really know much about the other. Kelly Tito and Kylan Coopshaw making their way onto the pitch. Steinmetz will get a break. Just waiting now. Throw in does happen. Elite. Not a whole lot of help for it, but finds a great pass to his winger on the left side of the pitch. Trying a little give and go. Right idea, just poor execution. Will be a turnover. Morales sending it over, looking for Alvarado. Miller steps up. I think that is Heidel. Great use of the body from Luis. Looking for the big switch. Oh, and that maybe just curled a bit too much with the wind, but I see him trying to release Reggie. Great thought. That's what I do tell my Terra State players. If you're in kind of the position where Luis was, almost around that 30-yard mark, you have space, there's no defender pressing you, just sit up, look to see if you can make one of those line-splitting passes. And there's one from Atito, looking for his former Heidelberg teammate, Joseph. Does he keep it in play? I wish our camera would show us. It is an automated camera that kind of adjusts to the field where it thinks the ball is. Sometimes it does get confused and think that someone maybe bald does look like that their head is a soccer ball, so it'll shift the focus of play. Substitution is being made, so it should be a throw-in. We have Blake Kubisak coming onto the pitch. Another player that plays at Hiram. Tito. Does he have options? Trying to get through. Still stays with the ball. Bouncing around. Brought down. I believe that is Luis. Stays with it. Morales maybe thought about having a shot there. Don't mind it with his left foot. Already helped cause one of our goals today. And a shot goes through. Ends up being a bit closer, but just over the crossbar. Nice little turn and shoot. That might have been Jonah Main. Either him or Chris Heidel. Ball over the top. That's ahead of Morales. Coopshaw with a little bit of work to do. Alexis just send it out for a throw. Not a bad option. When you're under duress, play the way you're facing is always a good rule of thumb. Because needing to turn your body, maneuver the ball around, and having a defender on your back is a very tough skill to do. So if you don't have a passing outlet that's easy to get to, the right decision is always to just kick it out of play for a throw-in. See, look at that little coaching tip along the way. As we approach halftime, score still 1-0. Firelands United with the lead. Tito finds himself on the ball. Trying to send one of his players forward. Takes a deflection off of an elite player. But is picked up by Reggie. Sending it through now. I believe it's Luis. Back to Reggie. Can he find enough space to try to have a shot? Still with the ball. Elite poke it free. Reggie still applying the pressure. Elite do get away for now. But it'll come back at him. Firelands regain possession. Now space to work in the midfield from Maine. Driving forward. Sliding challenge. Good effort. Risky place to do it, but got the execution just right. Looking over the top. No elite player there. Morales will send it back the other way. Kubisak. Tito. Tries to get it through to Alvarado. All the way back to the elite keeper. No real sight of goal for either team since John Slay's goal early in the first half, around the 15th minute or so. When I say a windy day, I mean this is a windy day. That definitely does not help in terms of chance creation. And a nice pass all the way across the pitch. It is with Kubisak. Looking for options now, tries to send it forward. Alvarado flicks it on. Elite come away with it. Does it stay in play? It does. Oh, and man, just keep continuing to drive down the sideline. Cross goes in, flicked. Had to be acrobatic. Almost thought about the bike. I don't think he could get his body turned around in time because the ball was coming in a bit behind him. Decent effort to just get on the end of that ball. Just to try to put it anywhere toward the goal. Doesn't come off, though, so it should be, a throw for Firelands taken in. Captain to Maine. Maine trying to get through his man, and AC Elite do win it back in a dangerous area. Elite spreads it across, has a strike. It not deflected, but just a great save right at Colin again. That one off of more of a mistake from the back than anything. Good work from Colin Beeler. Coopshaw, now a dangerous ball. Miller has to do something, just sends it out. Again, smart decision just to send it out for a throw. Regroup, get your defense in shape. Substitute being made. Brian Gerber gets a break. Zane Gabrielson making his way back onto the pitch. We are approaching halftime. Referee does just check his watch. Looks like yet another throw in. Firelands comes away with it. Nice through ball. Great turn from Blake. Kubisak driving forward. A lot of green space ahead of him. Cutting through one defender. Gets it over to Reg. Maine. I'm not sure what happened there, but will be an Elite ball after this. And it looks like that is the halftime whistle. We will bring you right to the second half without pause for your viewing pleasure. So grab your snacks real quick, hop back on the couch, and join us here for the second half. Our score is 1-0 as we are about to get underway for our second half of this match between Firelands United and AC Elite. We have a great match on our hands. Just a 1-0 ball game. A lot more soccer to be played, particularly about 45 minutes or so if you're so inclined. Quick throw taken. What can Firelands do? Hogger looking for Slay. Still stays with Firelands. Alejandro now looking over to Alvarado. Thought about the cross. Nice cutback. Still looking for more. Hogger to Alvarado. Alvarado in the box. Tries to find Slay, or really just kind of put it into the mixer in a dangerous area. And now a shot goes across and across again. Some great defending. Had to be a great opportunity for FUFC to get another tally on the scoreboard. But some more good defending prevents that from happening. It will end up being a corner kick for Firelands. That was a great opportunity, especially to start the second half off. Any chance, good look like that in the 18, you should be burying. That expected goal, that XG, I'd love to see it because that was certainly high. Low ball into the box. Doesn't really find anyone, but one, it goes actually out from Hogger to Alvarado. No, to Alejandro. Alejandro sends it back. Will reset through Morales. Morales out to Atito. Just a ball sent in back. Post idol is there. It was a good strike. I think that might have actually been Kenny Alejandro. Gets on the end of it and just shoots it too far wide. Good ball and good strike in the end. Sent long. Morales been playing strong. Hogger. Luis. No real development so far. Still just waiting for one team to regain a little possession. I was hoping the early on chance from Firelands would build us a little bit of momentum. The wind has changed direction ever so slightly. So if it is helping one team, I think it's helping us a little bit more. Tito, a nice challenge. looking to get around his man, sends it in to Hogger. Now Alejandro, a little flick back. And ball is still alive. Now a far sideline goes in, has a strike. It's into the side netting just on the outside of the goal. Here we are. Another good attempt. At least getting into the box, creating some interesting things. Score is still 1-0. Firelands United lead us. And still getting so many throw-ins. But speaking about the future of Firelands, if you are interested or know someone that may be interested, we will be having open tryouts this next December. And a strike from outside of the box. Just a testing effort. Nothing that's going to worry the keeper too much, though. Just trying to get his laces around it. See what he can do. But yes, we'll do that in the winter time during December when schools are on break, as now Firelands have an option. Played through. Looks like it was through to Slay, trying to find Hogger on the give and go. They will be open tryouts. Anyone interested in joining us while all the colleges are home on break, we'd love to see you there. If you think you got the talent, got the excitement, the flair to play minor league soccer, and you're in our area, we'd love to have you. And what can AC Elite do? Trying to find their on-running right midfielder or right winger. Able to do so, but now Firelands tried to play something down that far sideline, but just too far out of the reach. We do a lot of fun things as a club. So not only are we playing soccer, which is the pinnacle of it all, but we have a great group of guys. We're doing some team bonding activities. We have a charity match coming up. We do service things together. The ball kind of bouncing around. It does find an elite player. Maybe just a little bit too casual. Can elite counter? Do something with it? No. They lose it out to Alejandro. Hogger. Fancy footwork of his own. Riding a challenge. Plays it back to Colin. Tito. Nice ball up. That is Luis. Hogger. Thought about trying to find a ball through, but sensibly maintains possession. Gabrielson back to our keeper. Oh, and played from our keeper to Gabrielson. Ball kind of just rolling around. Elite applying some pressure. Oh, Firelands just trying to get it out, but it'll still stay with Elite. And a big strike, I'm unsure, but it headed down. Space in the box, tries to have a strike and a good save from the keeper. Almost something of our own making. More of an error in the back than anything. And Luis is here. Settles the ball down, but the referee will stop play because there is an injury. It is Zane Gabrielson who is down. Coach George will make the trek out to check on him, make sure things are all right. You see one of the elite players also getting stretched out. Again, just talking about that fitness coming out of a college season. So if you are playing college soccer, typically you'll play your season in the fall, and it's high intensity, a lot of activities happening all at once between games, practices, all of that good stuff. And a keeper change is in the cards. So it seems for AC Elite. Looks like he's, maybe just getting water from the sideline. That's quite the jog. Should have brought that bottle of water with him. And Gabrielson seems to be okay. He's able to walk off the pitch under his own power. Coopshaw is in his place. Will be a drop ball. And Coopshaw will just send it back, I believe. I'm not sure what's going down, but we're back underway regardless. Oh, and Slay has it, takes it off the foot. Oh, it just goes across, and the defender's in the right place. He got it around the keeper, but that last defender was there just to poke it away at the last second. Great opportunity. It will only result in a corner kick for Firelands United. That was the best opportunity we've had all this second half so far. We're in about the 55th minute. I believe that is Messi. That's right in front of our camera right now. Still waiting for his opportunity. Corner goes in. It's low. It does find Hogger. Hogger has a strike. Great turning effort and a great save from the keeper. It had to be good. He saw it late. That was going to go into the side netting. We had a great view of that one. And he had to get down quickly. And does indeed. Forces another FUFC corner. Corner goes into the box. This time, keeper does his job again. Sends the ball away. But only as far as Coop Shaw to Hogger. Tito to Slay. Some good interchange in the middle of the park. Still with Firelands. Now plays it through. It's to Luis. Slay in the 18. Tries to get around a couple defenders in. Does. It's with the Tito. Can he turn and have a strike? Tries to. Good defending. Still with a Tito. Tries to get around two defenders, but can't do the trick. Looks like a substitution is incoming. It's taken a little while to get this substitution ready, but it finally has happened, so the throw-in can get underway. Firelands win it back. Alvarado. Tito. Nice diagonal run from Slay to come get the ball. Now working his way back in. Alvarado is there. Can't have a strike. Thought about it. Tried to cut it back. Looking for someone in it. Slay. Slay has a touch. Goes off of his right foot. Not sure if he was trying to maybe get a pass off there or try to have a strike. A lot of great opportunities early on in this second half from Firelands. Nice long throw into the box. Makes its way all the way to the goalkeeper. Well, it looks like... Oh, it was an illegal throw is what the call was. So they're saying he either didn't go all the way over his head or he maybe lifted his feet off the ground, which I'm guessing the feet off the ground was the infraction. So an illegal throw will change possession where the ball was thrown in for a throw into the other team. You don't see that too often. And should not be seeing it at all at this level, if we're being honest. Stepped in now. We do have an opportunity. We have some numbers forward. Luis, our number 3, has the fancy footwork. Can't get through a defender, but it stays with Hogger. Hogger also trying some fancy footwork and gets through. And it tries to go through. I think it was Alvarado tries to get past that defender. It does end up trickling into the goalkeeper, who tries to release one of his forwards and is able to do so, but thankfully the ball kind of bounces up, but still stays with him. No foul call as the striker goes down. Elite still has it. Now on our side. Oh, sent in just out past the outstretched foot. Still kind of bouncing around. Still with Elite. Can't seem to get the ball off him right now. Good challenge, and now finally away. Morales says he's had enough. Sends it out for a throw. And maybe I am just losing it, but I don't know why. I feel as though there are so many throw-ins that have been happening in this match as we have yet another one. I saw a statistic online that the number of FIFA, or I guess EAFC players, has been dropping. And it seems as though a lot more players, soccer guys now, are playing. It's the game Rocket League, as Offside is called against AC Elite, so we'll be going the other way. But Rocket League seems to be picking up speed. Granted, I have played both games. I am a FIFA or EAFC player myself. Not good by any stretch of the imagination, but it's fun. I am not very good at Rocket League. I've given it a whirl, but I don't think that is my specialty. Nice touch by Alvarado. Bounces out across the pitch. Elite now building up a few attacking chances. Ball will roll through all the way to Colin. Colin Byler. Off his line, able to collect. Number 33, who has played a strong game. And almost gets the ball through, but that didn't matter. It was a foul against Mr. Slay, our goal scorer. We're still at 1-0. Firelands United lead. Big through ball goes down. It looks like that player is still onside, using his body. Still stays with it. Maybe thinking about a strike. Lays it off. And now the strike comes, but a good block from Firelands, and will be sent the other way. And still now with Firelands sent through, looking for Slay. Just too close to the defender. Game's starting to open up a little bit, at least through the midfield. Oh, and just a missed touch, unfortunately, for, I think, number 4 of Elite. Leads to another Firelands throw. No real big chances so far for either team. Nothing that's really tested the keeper per se. We have had a couple opportunities inside of the box, but nothing that's really worried the keeper. The defenders have been doing their job, at least able to scramble back and get in front of any shots that we've had so far. Elite seem to be slowly working their way back into this match, using some of the tired legs of Firelands. And a throw from number 16. Just kind of sent back, been ping-ponging around. No true spells of possessions for either side in the last 10 minutes. Oh, and you saw Luis trying to get on the end of that from number 33, but good composure from 33 to cut it back. Now Slay finds himself with it on our sideline. Our number 9, looking in the box, tries to cut around his defender. The defender can only poke it out for another Firelands throw. Excuse me, a Firelands corner kick. Even better. I think it is always fun, speaking of throw-ins, looking at the players that are on rosters and players that can launch a ball into the box. I know, like Liam Delap, Roy Delap, it's kind of a strategic thing when you have players that can whip a throw in into the box just like a corner. I don't know how to do that. That is not my skill set. I don't have that in my bag, that's for sure. Here we go. We do have a corner taken in. Back post, headed down. We did have the opportunity, just didn't get the right connection. Goal kick's the outcome. You kind of see that girl in the top right of your screen right now. That is Lily. She is the team photographer. Shout out to her. She does some great capturing of our Firelands boys in the games. If you want to see all of her content that she creates for us, all those photos, you'll see some of those on our Instagram, as well as all of our photos that we get as a team. They go on our Facebook page. We have various albums. So if you're looking for some of the shots from our games, check them out over on the on Facebook on our Firelands United Facebook page. But if you want to check out some of her content, she does a lot of different sports photography, which is really cool. I believe her page is Lily K Photography. We do follow her, so you can hop on our Instagram page, search her up from there. She's tagged in all the photos that we use. And a foul is called, goes in Firelands' favor. Probably about the 25-yard line. Certainly a good spot to put the ball in the mixer. We're at about the 65th minute. Score still 1-0. Maybe we can change that from this free kick. Camera. It knows. Ball is sent in and into a dangerous spot, but too close to the keeper. Now, what can Elite do? On the break. Green space ahead. Coopshaw needs to do some defending. Now has to run out on the wing. Ball sent into the box, still with Elite. Sets it back. Brought down, looking for a strike opportunity. Nothing coming so far. Good defense from Firelands. Sent up, intercepted. And it kind of spins down. Now sent John Slay has something to do. And smart keeping, able to get off his line. Awkward clearance, though. I think the ball had some spin on it. So Slay still chases. It will find the gloves of the Elite keeper. Our next match will be on Sunday, 1 week from today. It is home, our first match at Sports Forest Parks in Sandusky, Ohio, our home field. We're excited to be home in Sandusky for our home opener. We will be going up against FC Perrysburg. If you're in the area, feel free to join us. If not, we will be streaming. Our stream will be live as AC Elite tries to thread a ball through. Cleared by Morales. But we'll be streaming on YouTube. That's where all of our live streams will happen. So if you want to join us live, see the action, if you just by chance aren't able to make it. But the weather is supposed to be nice and supposed to get nicer as our season progresses. We'd love to have you building some atmosphere for our boys. Hogger swings it across. Still looking for a way to get through this back line. Slay to Hogger. Back to Slay. I wouldn't mind a shot. Kind of got stuck on his feet a little bit. Back to Hogger. Hogger cutting inside. Now sent it in. I think that's Luis. Went just out past his foot, but number 33 is able to take it. Maybe an offside call because it looks like the guys are walking back. Offsides is the call. Was a substitution for AC Elite. Hogger wins the ball. Nice body feint. Sent it to Etito. Back to Hogger. Now up with Alvarado. Hogger trying to play Alvarado through. Alvarado does good work to get the ball and to keep it in play. Hogger to Etito. Still trying to find our way through. Good defensive work. Especially as the game has worn on from AC Elite. It is tough to continue to get back to defend. But they're doing it well. Kudos to our gentlemen. Doing the same, spreading the field. Trying to work our way back. And a big ball across it to Etito, and he is offside. Starting to accumulate a few offside calls. Substitutions being made for Firelands. Simon Joseph coming onto the pitch. Reggie Johnson as well. played short through number 33. I am impressed with a strong game from him. Working on the far sideline. Diagonal from us. And that is Chris Heidel back on. Kylan Coopshaw looks for an opportunity. Swings a dangerous ball into the box. Had to be dealt with. Sent out for another throw. I should have been keeping a tally as I was going through of all the throw-ins. I still am obsessed. After this, I'm going to go and look up the record for number of throw-ins in a match. While it is cool to see all the records and you hear these stories about the most amount of goals scored in a game and all of this stuff, but it would be easy to fake it. So, for example, you just get another team that's on the same page that wants to get in the record book, and the ball goes through to Reggie, almost able to turn around his defender. But then you get both teams on the same page. They just keep kicking it out for a throw. Just keep doing it just to get in the record book. Maybe that's what we should do. Just take a game. Get in the record books. We have Alejandro on our sideline now. Oh, in the high boot. Looks like it clipped Alejandro. Yeah, certainly a foul. Not sure why some of the players are complaining. When you have the studs going up around the head area of any player, of course it's going to be a dangerous foul. Or just a dangerous sequence of plays, the referee calls it. Hopefully Alejandro is all right. Seems to be okay, but he is coming out for the time being. Jonah Main comes back on. Here's number 4, Yoni Morales, getting ready to use that left foot. Lifts the ball into the box, and I'd love to see someone at least challenge that. A little too easy for the keeper to catch. Now trying to send his striker free. Tries to do so, and looks like we're just able to draw a foul. I think that was Grant. Free kick for Firelands. Score still 1-0. Just a quick score update. Firelands United lead the charge on this Mother's Day. That's right, it is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. My mom, who's actually in the stands today, along with my grandmother. Happy Mother's Day to those two awesome women. To my wife, holding down the fort with our kiddo. A new mom herself. As Elite now getting into our 18, sends the ball across. It's just rolling in the box. Begging to be finished. There is an Elite player who is down and now played through. Oh my goodness. I do not think that was the case. We had a great view of that. And Reggie would have been on and would have just blazed past any defender. And I will have to go watch that back because I think he was onside. We need to have an instant replay. Oh, man. I think that ball was played before Reggie passed the last defender. That is disappointing. Do have a substitution. Brian Gerber coming onto the pitch. Kylan Coopshaw coming out. But then to all those moms of our soccer players and soccer players everywhere, thank you to all that you do. Big ball sent in. Easy for Colin. But we wouldn't have this beautiful sport if it wasn't for all the support from those moms driving us to practice, supporting us at games. So thank you to all you lovely women out there. Happy Mother's Day. Couple of big opportunities, not shots or anything, but players in the right spaces, and Johnson using that speed keeps the ball in play. Whipped into the box. Headed down from Maine, trying to set it, maybe to Joseph. Sent the other way. Morales has a player chasing and gets it back to the keeper. You see the striker for Elite raising his hands, and it does get sent away, but I think it's Messi on the ball now. getting through multiple of our defenders. It's just too easy. Tries to cross the ball in, and it will just be sent out because it looks like one of the players does go down for Elite. And wow, little foreshadowing, but there is a substitution getting ready to be made, and it is the goalkeeper for AC Elite. Goalkeeper change. You don't see those too often, and if you do, usually it's with keepers who are splitting time in the match. Usually you have one keeper doing the first 45 and another one the second 45. Swapping out keepers at about the 75th minute. Looks like that player that did go down and was injured is able to make his way off the pitch. So it was our ball, so Firelands should get the drop ball, play it back to our keeper, and then play from there. Elite trying to find their right winger. Good work from, I believe that's Heidel. Over to Maine. Now Gerber. Here's Joseph. Tries to get around his man. Good sportsmanship. I think that's another throw. Our camera. Maybe a little concerned where the ball went. It was like right underneath of the camera. Ball goes to Joseph. And out for another throw, and a nice little touch from Coach George. Couldn't ask for a more beautiful day for the first game in Firelands history. Great sunny weather. Quite a bit of wind, though, I will say. And behind me, there is a train. Literally a train within less than 100 yards of me. Just right outside the gate behind me. Just a big old train right on those train tracks. If you hear a little bit of audio from that, I apologize. Same with the wind noise. There is this famous lower league soccer team in America that plays right next to a train track. It's kind of cool. Oh, play the ball through now. He goes to Joseph. Home at 33. Just has the pace and is able to get there to see it out for a goal kick. Maybe playing that ball a little sooner would have allowed Joseph to have the extra step needed to get past number 33. The new goalkeeper gets us underway. Oh, and actually, it looks like there was an offside call. Yeah, that was indeed the call. So Joseph ended up being offside. I think if the ball was played sooner, he wouldn't have been. Elite now, giving some touches to that new keeper. Just a big ball sent down. Easy for Colin. And Colin does have a pretty nice sidewinder when he's able to do it. And kind of keep that low side volley punt, playing it across the field to see when he'll pull that out. Number 33 still in the mix. He is everywhere today. If you're picking a player of the match right now for AC Elite, you have to think number 33. Oh, and just an unfortunate touch from Joseph. And we got a throw for AC Elite. Surprise, surprise. Chris Heidel looking, surveying option, sends it through, looking for Reggie. Don't mind that ball. Trying to find the speedster over the top. Keeper, the new keeper, again, off his line smartly. We're approaching the 80th minute. Score still 1-0. No big chances. Really, the second half. One big save, I guess, against Connor. And a strike goes into the middle. As I say that, chance comes for Elite. Let's go across the goal. Didn't worry Colin at all. And now you'll see number 13 coming into the match. That is the goalkeeper who started and played the majority of the game. Looks like he's going up top. He's got the skill to play everywhere. I will say he was decent with his feet, solid distribution, so looks like he'll be an asset on the pitch as well. And there he gets his first touch, just kind of swings it, sends it up for his winger. How can we break through? A little bit of a press. No, Elite does a good job. Elite still with the ball. Working it back through 33. 14. Joseph, way to get in and get the touch. Wouldn't have minded going back to Joseph a little quicker, but it falls to Heidel. Main lets it roll for Alejandro. But now it's with an Elite player. Fed through. Colin comes off his line, and it's a goal. AC Elite scoring right about the 80th minute. And guess who it is? It's the goalkeeper who scores the goal for Elite. Now we have a tied ball game, folks. It should be an interesting last 10 minutes of this match. As the AC Elite starting goalkeeper gets on the score sheet to tie this game up, we have some substitutes coming in. Our scorer, John, back in up top. Connor gets a break. We see Kelly coming back onto the pitch. Well, what do we have in store here? 1-1 ball game on this Mother's Day. AC Elite, I will say, kind of coming out of nowhere. Haven't had a ton of big chances. Many more chances falling for Firelands, but that's how soccer works. Take your opportunities when you get it, and I guess, man, maybe they should have had their goalkeeper play striker earlier on in this match. Ball still stays in. Across the way. Falls to an Elite player. Elite now have some momentum with them. What can they do with the ball? Trying to work it down the sideline. Nice interception from Heidel. Sees it through. Slay is onside. Has a strike. Goes for that far post. You like that hit? Did have Reggie slowly joining him. I say slowly. I mean very quickly at a fast pace, joining John on the attack. But I'll take the shot all day from there. If you're in a shooting opportunity, like in the 18, go for it. From my perspective, the more shots, the better. Grant hustling back. We'll send it out for an Elite throw. And our center backs putting in 2 90-minute performances, not being subbed out at all. And without any true conditioning, really no practices. You love to see it from the boys. I think they do have a big throw in their locker, if I'm not mistaken for what I've seen earlier. Decently large throw. Morales on cleanup duty. Sent in and sent right back out. Just cleared up the pitch. I don't mind the clearance, but I would love to have a little bit more possession. If we could just have an outlet that is available and then release. We have 2 great quick strikers in Slay and Reggie. So if we could just have a little bit more composure in those situations, play it to an outlet and send them on their way, that's going to be even better than a clearance. I do have a Elite player going down. Apparent head injury. Looks like it is the goalkeeper. Took a knock maybe to the head when he was going for that ball. The referee does have to check on him. Looks like he is okay. Bounced up pretty quickly. Will be a free kick for us, and then a yellow card is shown to the goal scorer. I believe that was the goal scorer. So I'm going to guess that had to be for dissent. So maybe complaining to the ref a little bit too much. Referee says, not today, my boy. Yellow card. First yellow card of the match. Ball sent down. Reggie on it. Gets it. It will still roll down. Tried to be shepherded out, but still in play. And looks like a goal kick is the call. Our score, 1-1. We do have a substitute coming in. It is Blake Kubisak. Can he be the difference maker? Trying to get back on top. With maybe 5 minutes. We don't have a scoreboard today, so I'm not sure on the exact time. And the actual time will be on the stopwatch. Oh, and the ball bounces down. Slay is there, almost gets onto it. Goalkeeper's able to come out and collect. But we do have added time. So we'll have to see how much the referee chooses to add. Heidel doing great work. Brings the ball down. Maybe play it through to Slay now. Has a strike. Good block from 33. Settles it down. It's Maine. Maine going up against 33. Tries to get it through, and keeper is there. I'd love to see that ball threaded through to Slay. Had a good angle to run onto it. Big ball over the top. I think it is the goalkeeper. I'm not going to lie. The goalkeeper and one of their other players have a very similar haircut. But that was the goalkeeper, number 4. No, it wasn't number 14. See, I'm already getting confused. Ball still in bounds. Heidel, lovely stuff, and Heidel surely draws the foul. Just shielding off 3 challenges. Our mini Modric. And wow, that's actually just a throw-in. I don't know why I'm not surprised. It should just be a throw, because everything in this game is a throw. And yet we have another throw. And that is called an illegal throw. That one, didn't kind of go over the head fully. So that was another illegal throw. Maybe we should be running some suicides for that. Reg with the ball. Tries to poke it over the top, looking for Slay. Slay is there, goes up against the keeper. 50-50 ball, bouncing around and ended up being cleared. Looks like there's a foul call. I don't know about that one. It was a 50-50 ball. Both Slay and the keeper going up for it. And neither of them really able to collect, so I would say that's just a play on, but referee says no, and a free kick will get underway. AC Elite now working back into this game after a slow start in general with the first half, and then the second half. It's almost been 2 ships passing in the night as Firelands start off the second half well and have just slowly gotten a little bit tired, missing of the game plan, and now Elite with more of the momentum, starting to create more challenges. Good stuff from Tito, now sent away by Maine. Ball kind of ping-ponging around. No true possession quite yet. Now we'll fall back to Elite off of a giveaway from Firelands. Sent into the box and a big strike. And wow, what a strike it was. And that is goal number 2 for AC Elite coming in the final minutes of the match. That makes it 2-1. And a giveaway hurt us on that far sideline. And a great ball into the box. No one getting back and tracking those runners. From a player and coaching standpoint, following your runner is one of the most difficult things to do. It's so easy to switch off, leave it up to somebody else. But those top-level players, they're always switched on, always scanning, always making sure they're following a runner. And that makes a difference, as we saw in this game right here. Because now AC Elite lead this one 2-1. Do Firelands have anything left in the tank? Tito playing it up to Slay. Is there anything left in this match for Firelands? Trying to now at least get back and just snag a point. Morales, lovely touchdown. Man, that is a heck of a first touch to just gracefully bring it down for his captain. Kelly also sends it back to our captain, Grant Miller. Now Steinmetz on that left side. Reggie. Still in the back line. Miller just sends it up. We're looking for a prayer at this point. Steinmetz. Heidel doing some great work. The turns that he's able to produce are quite exciting. And yet another throw. Is there any time left? We're going to have to do it quickly. Reggie sends it on. Reggie, good body to bring it down. And oh my, I don't know about that one. Oh, just need a little bit more composure in that moment too. I don't think that's a foul. That's just the use of the body from what I was seeing. But then Reggie sends it into the back of the net. We just need to get that game started quickly again, because if we just want anything out of this game, we got to take as many opportunities as we can, stop those seconds from ticking off the clock. And keeper is just walking it back to the free kick. Played back to him, swinging it around. And intercepted. Oh, it just bounces up. Just unlucky. And Elite will still keep it in play. 14 versus 14. Looks like the ball did roll out. Looks like it's a throw in, not a goal kick. I think the referee is saying the ball came out first. He's having a conversation with the coach. Yes, so it looks like it will be a throw over here. Substitutions being made. Gerber is coming out. Kupshal is coming in. Hager also coming in. Giving Steinmetz a break. Tito trying to get around his man. Good work from that Elite player to maintain possession. Not much time left in this one. A lot of seconds have just been ticking off the clock. Wow, can we get one more opportunity, one more look at goal? Nice turn and touch from Reg. Down the sideline, sending it in. Early ball, it's there for someone and just out of the reach of our strikers, of the three players trying to get to the ball. I believe that was Kubisak that was probably closest to it. Just a little bit too close to the keeper. Poked out for another throw-in. I'm going to have to start tracking throw-ins for all of our games. Just sent up. Trying to get any sense or look at the game. But that is it, folks. AC Elite coming back and winning this one 2-1. And a unfortunate loss for Firelands United in this one. But, folks, that is the game. 2-1 is your final here in Findlay, Ohio. Firelands United taking the loss. We'll see you in the next one. As always, up the lands.